Hey guys, reading time. How is everyone? Alrighty. Main message I was hearing for this collective. If the other one in TikTok did not resonate, maybe this one will. I was feeling this collective, you could be going through trigger emotions that are resurfacing right now. So maybe certain emotions that you need are going back, completion energy. The cycle is closing in, so maybe you're getting a lot of those emotions to see how you're handling it now. And the questions I was feeling when I was channeling this message was, what am I afraid of and what am I avoiding? So I do believe that this collective, you are in reflection mode. You're trying to see those trigger emotions as lessons, trying to see what they're trying to teach you and what is it that you're needing to change, but or how you're needing to heal them. But I was also feeling while I was receiving this message that it could be, this could be certain questions that maybe are coming from a person tied to this collective, not only this collective. This collective isn't the only one who is going through that kind of like reflection with certain things that you're thinking. You know what I mean? So just to make sure that this is your collective, we're going to first get your energy. What is your main focus right now? Just to make sure. Hold on. I actually want to get my tarot for this. So I want to see what is your main focus, and then we'll see if this energy is yours, or, these questions and, the main message, or if it's the person tied to you. Because I do feel like maybe it could be the person tied to you. I was hearing divine masculine immediately when I came to my chair, but I just want to get really thorough and detailed with this message. I feel like it's a very important message I am needing to give to you guys. So clearly maybe you're needing guidance with this, but let's get into it. Just first, I want to see what is your current focus, what you currently are going through in your day-to-day right now. What lessons could be arriving and why this questioning is coming over you, and then we'll break it down. Alrighty. What is this particular collective going through currently going through? Whoa. Wow. One more for your top row, and then we'll break it down. Alrighty. So we have Six of Cups, world energy, confirmation to what I said before. You're coming into, completions. But this is world in reverse. So I'm seeing, certain things that were in lack of completion before. Maybe that's why it keeps resurfacing. We do have Queen of Wands. She is my female magician. I absolutely love her. We have Nine of Swords in reverse. So this is about an emotional anguish. So again, confirmation, certain emotional triggers resurfacing. And then we have the autumnal equinox. So this is about a few months. So this could have been certain emotions that have been trickling for a few months now. Or it could also be something that, it's kind of like it's that domino effect into what is happening, or what you're harvesting for the future, in a few months. Alrighty. Biggest thing. So with the Six of Cups, this is about sweet things in life. This is about, I do see Six of Cups as, living in the moment energy, but also going over certain shared moments as well. Not the reminiscing, but reminiscing, going over certain beautiful moments with different people or a particular person, which maybe there has been a lack of completion in. So again, I do feel like, even though I said before, because of what is resurfacing emotionally, and Cups is also about emotion, so clearly nostalgia is what I was feeling a little bit, but in a good way. I wasn't seeing it in a bad way or something that was putting you down. Clearly, if this collective, you are really reflecting with certain questions. What is it that you're needing to learn? You're more focused on that learning energy than, sitting in that emotion. Paying attention to your body with that. We do have Queen of Wands. This is about confidence, courage. You could be very outgoing right now. Maybe you got out of your isolation, your spiritual bubble. This is about also keeping that vision, and staying strong also in your divine masculine energy, your divine masculine strength. Even through this emotional anguish, maybe the regret, maybe that's also the emotion that you're currently sitting on as well, that has been resurfacing, guilt, certain intense feelings, or anything that had unresolved issues with. I'm seeing my Mercury retrograde card. Also, this is about past life trauma to heal. So I do believe that whatever you are going over or what you're going through emotionally with these triggers are like core wounds in your past life lineage, that you are about to heal. Biggest thing, because this is like the first two cards are about, the connections, comforting connections. I do believe that maybe this collective, maybe that nostalgia has brought a little bit of yes and no, of a little bit of uncertainty having to do with that stagnation of this connection, the lack of completion and the certain delays and the challenges that have come over for this connection, and maybe how you've taken certain shortcuts in the past, really acting through your mind instead of through your intuition. That's coming to my mind for a reason. So don't make these fit. You would have had, remember, the little pennies dropping. That is your intuition saying, yes, this reading is for you. I'm not the person who says take what resonates and leave the rest. No. You take you take everything. Everything is supposed to resonate. That's the reason why I get into detail with this. But I do feel like there is this confidence within you. I do feel that you are in your divine masculine strength, but very much also in that master manifester energy, really putting in the dedicated effort with this Queen of Wands, putting that little change into the world, being the change you want to see in the world is what I'm seeing with that Queen of Wands. Hold on. I want to get your emotions. Since we're speaking about emotions, I want to get what emotion you're sitting on currently. So beautiful. First one, purpose. That is what I was feeling with that Queen of Wands. You're focused on your purpose, focused on putting that little change you want to see in the world. You know what you're here to do. So you're very much in your strength with that. Confirmation. Another confirmation you are insert. This means you do what I do. You read tarot, you do read oracles, you do some sort of energy work that has to do with your service to the world, being of service to others, in healing energy. And you feel, and I totally feel that you feel good helping others. You are currently in your service, but also it is bringing joy in your soul. Doing this for others, it's bringing joy in your soul. I'm seeing that Six of Cups with that, actually. It's like they only want us to see that you guys are in purpose and service. Let's get some more emotions. It's triggering. Whoa. Oh, your perseverance. Maybe that's what's also maybe coming over you as well. How much you've persevered so much through this. How much endurance you've put. Oh my, you feel free. We're not getting any negative emotion. So clearly, confirmation, you guys really are like in that, fulfillment energy. I am seeing my Nine of Cups with that. But I do believe this has to do with what I said before. I want to Let's get a couple more because these aren't coming out. So it could be that maybe it's this other person. You are very dedicated right now to yourself and to your path. Don't make it fit. And and it's literally confirming, I feel, this Nine of Swords, that mental anguish. I do feel maybe it could be, there's a reason why I said it before. It could be the person tied to you, and maybe you're absorbing that right now. Which is good, which means that if you are reflecting on certain emotional triggers that you're having, and it's actually because of this person, that reflection is actually helping this person reflect themselves with these wounds, and maybe really, instead of avoid them, makes sense why I said that. They're actually having to confront them because you're not, being pulled down by these emotions. You're seeing it as, I need to change this. I need to reflect on this. I need to see what it is that I'm needing to heal from this. You're not taking that emotion as something that is going to put you down. Last one. I feel this is this person. Maybe that's why that regret, it makes sense, that regret, the guilt, the unresolved issues, the failure. So this person, and I put that on the perseverance. So it could be that sometimes you go over, a little bit of how the emotion affects you. But I do feel like this failure, this is something that you're absorbing from this. And there's that regret, confirmation. It's this person. All right, hold on. We are going to ask the question. Hold on. I want to get these and I want to see, because I'm hearing that is it over energy. Okay. What is going on in this connection? Universe, what's going on in this connection? Whoa. Way too many, guys. One at a time. All right. I'll just get 3, please. Unless, don't stop. So this person, they're needing to be in their masculine strength, but the angel is saying don't stop. Keep going. Meditation is key. I get reflection. Seeing that as, hermit energy. Maybe they're needing to go into isolation. And trust. They're having to focus on trust. So maybe that's why these emotions are coming over them right now as well. So this collective, maybe when that perseverance and the failure, maybe the trust has to do with you guys as well, but also this person, they're needing to trust, that this is happening right now for a reason. Okay, let's just get one more to confirm this whole row of what you're currently going through. And then I want to confirm, I want to see how you're feeling towards this person, how you're genuinely feeling towards this person, just to make sure that this is your collective. And then we'll get into this person to see what's going on. Get one last one to confirm this whole row this collective is going through. Or a lot. That was seizing the day, by the way. Dedication to the craft. Yes, totally. You are putting dedication towards all of this. You are, again, confirmation to what I said before. This collective, you are not wallowing in sadness. You are getting things done. You are putting yourself to work where you need to put yourself to work. Also, you guys did get that purpose and that service. If you are feeling and absorbing this energy, it could be you are actually, every time you feel this overwhelming energy, you're understanding it's a message you're needing to relate to your collective or to whoever it is that you are providing these messages to, or this healing energy to. This is about achievement, self-mastery. You're mastering your craft is what I'm feeling. You're very committed. And again, it makes sense with that Queen of Wands. Female magician, for sure. So, recap. This collective, you're currently going through certain beautiful moments in your mind that is kind of like opening that questioning of, why the delays were made, or that lack of completion, how disappointed you were. even though you were happy in that moment. You are also, I do believe, you know, very dedicated to your craft with this. You are finding comfort in your connections, community-wise as well, is what I'm feeling. Anything that has to do with your soul contract, this is about soulmate, but anything that has to do with your soul contract, you are finding the beauty in it. You are living in the moment with the Six of Cups. You are trying to, I feel, turn that wheel into your favor, into finishing, completing, finally completing a certain cycle in your life. Maybe having to do with you needing to be in your masculine strength, this Queen of Wands energy, really putting in that dedicated effort, keeping that vision, you know, trusting. There's a reason why that came out as well, but trusting in your vision, being courageous, and keeping that courage in your day-to-day, even though these emotional triggers do surface, you know, even though I feel like that's someone else, and we did get confirmation with that other deck. But you're not wallowing in sadness with this. This isn't holding you down anymore. You are no longer trapped in your mind. You know, you're releasing it. And I do feel like all of this dedication is actually kind of like that domino effect into making long-term plans in the future, expressing gratitude, harvest season. But biggest thing I'm seeing with that autumnal equinox, you're preparing for change, something that maybe is going to trickle in a few months. But this collective, you're preparing for change. I feel like you're preparing for finally that cycle completion. You could be seeing 1010 a lot, or even 999. Alrighty. That was beautiful, guys. That was very good. Very good. Kudos for you. All right. Let's get into this. No, hold on. Before I get into this person, I want to see how you're viewing them. How you genuinely feeling towards this person in your mind, genuinely feeling towards the person on their mind. Beautiful. First thing coming out isn't even about them. Or is it? But self-love. You guys are focused on you being appreciated with yourselves. You're speaking kindly about yourself. You're having empathy. You're having compassion towards yourself. You're being very much in that divine feminine energy. You are in that union with yourself, but also you're seeing it as if this person wouldn't have come in my way, I wouldn't be who I am today. I kind of rhymed. But also it could be that you see this as they need to work on their self-love, or you could feel like maybe they're about to come into the self-love, their inner union. We'll see what else comes out. Hold on. Genuine feelings towards the person on their mind. Hold on. Oh, God. All right. Wow. So you could be getting a lot of signs. Their name could be popping up a lot right now. Also, it could be that maybe you haven't heard from this person in a long time, or maybe, you know, you haven't had a conversation with them, like a one-on-one with them for a long time, and their energy just popped up, or, you know, but I do feel like maybe you're getting a lot of signs having to do with them. And you could feel like maybe they're getting a lot of signs having to do with you. Maybe that your name is popping up in their environment right now. But you're seeing this as cleansing and clearing. You understand that this connection needs cleansing and clearing of energy. Cleansing and clearing of karmic energy, you know, removing what doesn't serve you guys, you know. You could have gone through a cleaning of your home, actually, you know, kind of Marie Kondoing your home. And just because of this 3D as well, and that home just really stood out to me. But this collective, you understand that there are certain things that need to be removed before this comes in. And we do have, and I left these all together for a reason. These came all together. I know it's more than the spread, but this came out. So we have divinely protected, green light go, and air sign. So you could be an air sign, they could be an air sign. Also, this is about being entrapped in the mind over communication. I am seeing that 9 of Swords. Swords is air in tarot. But this collective, you know that whenever this does come in, whenever this green light does turn on, you know you need to keep a positive mindset with this. You know it's divinely protected. You need to trust is what I'm feeling with this. And also you feel like this person, again, and it makes sense with what I said before, maybe you feel like this person is about to approach you, and you feel like whatever is about to come your way is divinely protected, is divinely guided, is what I'm hearing. Alrighty. Maybe you see them as they needing to get out of their mind to be able to act, you know, be decisive with their actions. All right, self-love. This is how you're feeling towards them. Please don't make it fit. So under self-love, family. I am seeing this as maybe you feel like, you know, maybe there's certain things that they need to mend with their family. Also, it could be that this collective, because of your self-love, now you're maybe also, it's kind of like that understanding that there's wounded people everywhere, even in our family, and you're just focused on taking care of yourself, but also, you know, really taking care of the people who are around you, that Six of Cups energy. I want one more for that, though. Oh my God. Archangel Raphael. Raphael. The worst thing is that I thought of Archangel Michael, but my mouth said Raphael. Oh my God. Archangel Michael, the remover of obstacles. So you could see them as family as well. But maybe you feel like, you know, he could be one of your angels, one of your protective angels. Feel that maybe they're starting to remove certain blocks maybe in their family that is going to help them with their self-love as well. You definitely believe that Archangel Michael is currently protecting them, is what I feel as well. Names. Oh my God. Cleansing and clearing out the separation. Confirmation. Do not make it fit. This collective. Look at all of this clearing as well. This collective. You know something's happening right now. You feel something's happening right now. There's a reason why you're in reflection. So you could feel like maybe they're going over how you guys are cleansing and clearing that karmic energy, that negative energy, emotion having to do with the separation, the yearning, the unsure of the future, that wallowing in sadness maybe that you guys felt before whenever this person's name would pop up in your mind, or even, you know, in the street or whatever it is, whatever emotional trigger you would have whenever you would see something tied to this person, or that what you would remind you of this person, you know that also they need to clear it out as well. That negative emotion, that uncertainty because of the separation, because of that 3D separation. You know that they need to balance it out. Confirmation, beautiful. Balancing out their masculine and feminine energy. Amazing. You guys got my reincarnation card. This wanted to come out, so I'm taking it out. Cleansing and clearing, reincarnating. You guys know what I say about this. This is my, you know, not only that reincarnation from past lives, but you did have that past life energy, that Nine of Swords in reverse. That was certain wounds having to do certain past life wounds that they're needing to heal. So clearly this collective, you can feel it. They need to clear certain wounds that will help them with this reincarnation, with this, you know, them ascending again, you know, changing that DNA, upgrading their DNA and reincarnating into their soul, their vessel, a different energy. You know what I mean? Right, collective would have had that thought pattern. Do not make it fit. 3D. What am I avoiding? Oh my God. Oh my God. And constant burn on the bottom. Literally. I'm seeing that emotional. What am I avoiding? I want one more for that. So this collective, you could really feel like they are going through, their connection. No longer able to avoid it is what I'm hearing with that. So, but what they have been avoiding in the 3D for a very long time, you know, those lessons in the 3D, I feel like now it's like it's hitting them with a ton of bricks in the 5D as well. There's a reason why you're feeling them, why you're feeling that mental anxiety, that emotional anxiety. I want one more. One more. Yes. Time and space. Isolation. I'm seeing that hermit energy. They need to focus on unconditional love. How you guys have been focusing on unconditional love. But I feel like this collective, you can feel them shifting. You can feel a shift happening. That is beautiful. Let's get this green light go, air sign and divinely protected. And then I want to get into this person. Oh. Ghosted. They're overthinking. That's the regret. They're overthinking. The ghosting. The exiting. I feel like they're wanting to come forward, and that's and their mind is kind of stopping them. Maybe they are trying to trust on the same frequency and secrets. I'm seeing that as certain like universal secrets currently, but you guys both feel that maybe certain universal secrets will be illuminated. You guys feel each other in the same frequency right now, and confirmation to what I said before. This collective, you really are feeling them right now. It could be certain distractions that they are getting, and maybe, you know, it's kind of like making them reevaluate. But I do feel this collective, you are so totally paying attention, because there's this focus for this collective. You're paying attention and you're reevaluating what is this person is, you know, they cannot, whatever they were using as distractions before, is not working anymore. It is not working anymore. You see them as the one. And this is beautiful energy, by the way. Usually, you know, we get, unconditional love, and we get, you know, they're the true divine, you know, divine masculine and stuff. This collective, you have a knowing of what this journey entails. You are no longer tied to that 3D aspect of, you know, the romance of it. No, you're into the healing. You are into the healing. Don't make it fit. But you do see them as the one, which is very nice. You know, you're no longer romanticizing it. You're just seeing it at face value and understanding the work that needs to be done on both parts. Alrighty. I shouldn't have done that because I feel like you guys are connected, but it's okay. There's a reason why I did it. All right. I want to see first them, how they are. I want to see first their focus. You know what? I think I want to get tarot for them as well. So hold on. I want to get these, and then I'm going to get to confirm with tarot. That's what I want to do. I want to see what is their main focus right now. What is currently going on in their energy. Let's get 3. Let's 3, please. Wow. Wow. You got the runner. So this person is going over the running tendencies, the ghosted. There it is. You guys are feeling. This person is reflecting on their running tendencies. It makes sense with that ghosting and camera. They're wanting to learn from the past. There's a perception shift in their mind. It's that focus of what they've sabotaged, how they sabotage this connection, how they sabotage themselves in their environment. Maybe, you know, again, it makes sense with that avoidant and that 3D energy. It's not just with this connection. It's with everything in their life. Whatever they were avoiding in the past, they're no longer able to avoid it. It's hitting them with a ton of bricks. It's actually making them reflect, changing their perception. They're wanting to make the new memories. They're wanting to live in the moment, maybe. They're wanting to rebuild and work on it, but persistence as well. It's activating in them. Let me get one more to confirm all of this, and then I'll get tarot. Grim Reaper. I'm seeing that as an end of their, you know, finally learning from the past, an end of their mask. Growing and transforming their life. There's a reason why they're with that focus on that separation. They're needing to clear out and clean out that karmic energy having to do with the separation. All right, let's get these. What are they currently going through? Wow, they themselves are going through a little bit of confidence boost. maybe activating their visionary sense. Five of Swords. This is Five of Swords in reverse, though. This is about changing it up, adapting, conquering their self-doubt. There's a reason why they're having this confidence and courage. Oh my God, they got the Sun. Luck is on their side. Divinely protected. Confirmation with that, changing that perception, the growing and transforming the life through the perception of why they ran and how they're wanting to rebuild now. No longer sabotage. You know, how there's this changing the perception with this fear of intimacy, with listening, letting go of the ego, actually. How they listen to the ego, that's the end of that relationship. No longer hearing their mind. Certain codependent patterns could be resurfacing right now for them. I do believe that they are, you know, that certain confidence is being activated within them, and not just with this connection, in their whole, in their everything. But they are wanting to make amends, and they're wanting to do it differently. Certain surprise as well. But they're embracing change because they're finally conquering their self-doubt. They're embracing change, and they feel optimistic. They feel this freedom. They feel this positivity. Even though, and it makes sense to what I said before, where it's a confirmation to what I said before, that this collective, if you're feeling that it's this person, you are, that reflection is actually helping them reflect instead of wallow in sadness, and instead of just, you know, being consumed by that negative emotion. It's making them reflect. It's making them think. It's making them really, you know, go within. Beautiful. All right, Queen of Wands. Oh, taking back control in their life is what I'm hearing with this. But Five of Wands. Maybe they're seeing this as that ego, how they were so impulsive in the past because of their mind, and now how they're needing to sit. I'm sorry. I thought I heard the door. Hold on. You guys heard that, right? Like, it was a very big, like, boom. I thought it was the door sign. I thought it was my my door. But I do believe that the person tied to this collective, and it makes sense with this interrogation, with this hammer energy. It's that interrogation has to do with their, you know, the reflection that they're going over. They could be a fire sign. We have a lot of wands here. And we have air, so you guys could be a fire-air pairing, but also whatever they were trapped in the mind over, you know, when this was divinely protected, that ghosted energy, changing it up, wanting to do it differently. It makes sense with what came out with you guys, how you're feeling towards them. That air, the green light go, and the divinely protected. I feel this, wow, hold on, I'm sorry. All right, sorry about that. But I do feel like this this person, I keep saying this collective, it's not this collective. But if you guys are kind of like that oneness, I feel this person is really going over the lost opportunity and how they're needing to take charge in the situation as well. Like one more for Five of Wands, seeing why they ran with that. What? Oh my God. They got the wheel upright. Life cycles. Confirmation to what I said before. They're going through a completion as well. Expansion, it's time, fortune, fate. Something very fated, very divinely guided right now. Good luck. Karmic lessons, but anything has to do with, you know, destined in their life. This is, and this ignition is destined to happen. It's creating forward movement for them is what I'm feeling. Into this, changing it up, adapting, embracing change. Five of Swords. So this is not only with this connection, but also in their environment. I feel like they're seeing through the lessons. Yes. So whatever that was, they were frozen in indecision with, and this actually was like this. Before, it's, I feel like maybe, I'm putting this upright though. as, you know, where they had an unclear path in the past, you know, but they were avoiding. It was an obstacle. And then clearly their mind was an obstacle, you know, overthinking. But they're finding a beautiful balance with it. Two of Coins. They're adapting. They're prioritizing. They're, you know, making quick decisions instead of being frozen in indecision. They're adapting. One more. Two of Swords. Yeah. Test of faith. Trusting. They got that with the other one. So clearly whatever mental anxiety they're going over, having to do with the emotion that is tied to that thought, it's actually activating, you know, them into trusting them, you know, really try to focus in trusting and not in just, you know, being impulsive. The courage, the boundaries, the determination, the faith, the endurance, maintaining this thought pattern as well. I'm sorry, hold on. Sorry, that was my mom. But yeah, keeping that positive mindset, no longer, you know, trapped in their mind over certain decisions, having courage with them, you know, really trusting in their decisions that they're having now. This is beautiful. This is very nice energy. All right, Sun energy. The Judgments. So their veil is being illuminated is what I'm feeling with this. But this energy rush that they're feeling, this positivity, has to do with certain indecisiveness energy, the self-doubt, the unwilling to learn the karmic lessons, the negative self-talk. It's being illuminated now. One more. Oh my God. Having to do with this union. And also having to do with the harmony within themselves. It's literally them starting to believe in themselves. Oh my God. They're going through internal towers. Shut up. Oh my God. Big ass sign. Wow. This is what they're currently going through. It makes sense with what you currently are going through. Makes so much sense. That they're feeling positivity because of your reflection, because you're not, again, wallowing in sadness. You're not being consumed by the emotion. You're learning from the emotion. Alrighty, hold on. Did you guys see that? You guys are literally mirroring each other, your self-image, your reflecting on your relationship wounds and introspection, confirmation, magic. Oh my God, I kind of want to say it, but I don't want to say it too soon, but I'm loving this. All right. I want to see how they're feeling towards you. I want to see how they're feeling towards you, how they're genuinely feeling towards you, and I want to see their emotions. All right. Let's get how they're genuinely feeling towards this collective. This person's genuine feelings towards this collective. Enlightenment. The truth has been illuminated. I can't hide from what you've shown me. Magic. Oh my God, they see you both as power couple. An indestructible force that many wish they could be liked by few, envied by most. And they're missing you. So that's where that nostalgia is coming from. That's where that regret is coming from. So again, it's the emotional triggers are actually activating them, because this collective, you're learning from the emotional triggers. You are letting them go and understanding that it's not yours. You know, you're not being consumed by it, and in that frequency, and because you're in the same frequency as well. So it makes sense what the same frequency came out for you. You're understanding that you need to keep a positive mindset, whatever happens in this connection. It's literally living in that unconditional love. Not for your benefit, but for their benefit as well. Telepathy and divine masculine. Oh my freaking God. They can see you in your strength. So we have missing you. We may not be together right now, but my heart misses you dearly, and I can feel that. I literally started to feel a little bit of that, in my chest. Telepathy, do you hear me talking to you? I need you close to me right now. Please respond. It's the avoidance of that 3D and the 5D. They're really trying to, because you guys aren't seeing each other in the 5D. It makes sense with that avoiding. Maybe they thought that you guys were avoiding them as well. But even though I was tapping into how you were feeling, you could feel like maybe they were avoiding you. But I feel like this person is really, they're really trying to connect with you in some way or form. And divine masculine energy. So aware and awakened to the divine calling, ready to take action, protected and provide. They're in divine masculine strength right now. They're being activated with their divine masculine strength is what I'm feeling. Enlightenment. I love the way you dress, smell, and carry yourself. It is so attractive. I feel like this collective, and it's so Queen of Wands. She's a stylist trendsetter. It's so funny. Literally, this collective, you are in that energy. You are in that visionary. You're in that female magician energy. You're a magnet right now. Power couple. So we have confused and extroverted. So, oh my God, the question, so this says, I don't know whether I want to be just friends or lovers. Am I ready for a relationship? So instead of, again, they're not acting from impulse anymore. They can see the potential in this connection. They can see, what this can be, a power couple, a couple who can, really put change into the world. And instead of being impulsive, they're literally asking themselves the question, am I ready? With this collective, you could have gotten that as well. You could have had that feeling of, am I ready? And extrovert, moving towards you with confidence, ready to show you how much they love you. In the 3D. Missing you. Oh, that's what's putting the stress with them. Again, the nostalgia, confirmation. So biggest thing, I don't even need to say that it's this collective, but I feel like saying it anyways. Biggest thing, keep that positive mind. Keep that positive mindset. Really, send them strength. Sending them love and light through this moment actually will help them, because they really are. I am emotionally drained to the point where I am beginning to shut down, and there's a reason for it. They're going through a Nine of Swords in reverse. That emotional anxiety is like really on them right now. They're trying to have patience, but also they're going over how you've had patience through this journey. You've been patient with me during this journey. The wait is over. True love is here. I want one more for the stress. I do believe like they are grow old, but they're keeping the vision. They're in that Queen of Wands as well. Promise me you won't stop loving me even when we are old and gray, together forever. Telepathy, that's where they're wanting to make the new memories. There's a reason why I say everything. Telepathy. Oh, God. Pretending. I'm tired of pretending that I am happy without you. The silence is killing me. The ghosting. Confirmation. Soulmates. Not even twinnies. Soulmates. Divine Masculine. I swear if Divine Feminine comes out, I'm going to scream. Apology. Taking accountability for their actions, wanting to apologize and make it better, or put in the dedication towards this. I'd never take you for granted again. I've learned my lesson. I am so sorry. And psychic abilities, they could be really activated with their intuition. This is beautiful energy, guys. Beautiful. All right, I want to quickly confirm this energy with just 3 of these. Just 3, please, sirs. Just 3. Confirm how they're truly, genuinely feeling towards this collective. So you know what? I'm actually going to do it differently right now. I'm going to shuffle. Hold on. You guys saw that, right? Merkaba. Oh my God, I am not taking any more. We said 3. We said 3. So I literally got chills. So Merkaba is, I should read a little bit more, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that Merkaba is when that divine feminine and divine masculine reunite in that, you know, harmonious reunion. And it actually amplifies, because since the lessons have been learned, since the, not that the triggers have been removed, but because you know how to live through the triggers, you know how to deal with the triggers, you know, it no longer affects your energy. I feel like that Merkaba, when the divine masculine and divine feminine get together and it's in a harmonious way, it kind of like amplifies into that power couple energy, that, you know, frequency onto the world and starting to put change into the world. That's what that Merkaba is for me. And this person is not only seeing you as the one, they're seeing you as that divine feminine energy and as that Merkaba energy. It's that power couple energy. So they know, this person knows that you guys can create change in this world with your love. This is beautiful energy. Oh my God. I am not getting any more of these. That was amazing. That was magic. That was magic. All right. I want to quickly get what emotions they are currently sitting on with you, with this collective. Just get 3 of these, confirm with 1, and then we'll get into the connection. I really want to get into the connection. Understanding that a friend or a person or a connection is in your life for a reason. This is beautiful. But maybe they do see you as that best friend energy. Oh, there it is, that guilt. They're going over the guilt. There's a reason why you guys have that, you know, ignition in that emotion. But they need to release certain negative beliefs that no longer assist in their soul's growth is what I'm seeing with that. I do believe that a perception shift is happening because of this collective's also perception shift. One more. And there it is. What you guys are going over, they're going over the mirroring energy. They're going over the failure. But they see you as freedom. All right, let's get confirmation of all of these just with 1. I do believe I'm feeling my gratitude, or the abundance one, or the acceptance. I feel like the crown chakra is being really activated. I'm seeing purple. I'm seeing purple. Honesty. So what is this illuminating? Honesty, the guilt, being honest with themselves instead of being guilty, being aware of the actions. Also honesty with the friendship, with the connection, and honesty with that failure, you know, really righting the wrongs is what I'm feeling with that. This is beautiful. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. No longer in denial is what I'm hearing. Your service. They could be really learning from you right now. Alrighty, hold on. Let's put these away. Put these away. All right, let's get into universal. I'm feeling it's gonna be fast. Let's get a dice. I'm gonna get a big dice just in case, but I think this isn't long. Like, I'm feeling that, you know, I feel like it's not long. So if 6 comes out, then it's if 6 comes out, it's months, and if anything else comes out, is weeks, and if anything less than 4 comes out, then it's days, like 4 and below. I'm hearing that for a reason. 11. All right, so next 11 weeks, 11 as well. 4 of Wands. All right, next 11 weeks. What is going on in this connection? You know what? I should have actually checked currently what's going on. Well, no, we know currently what's going on. Next 11 weeks, that's it. Their indecision is overpowering me. No, we're getting next 11 weeks. All right, next 11 weeks in this connection. What is happening in, hold on, we're doing before this one. We're getting these. I haven't grabbed these in a while. These are my yin and yang. Next 11 weeks. Next 11 weeks. Get 3, confirm, and then we'll get that other one and confirm, and then we'll get tarot. Next 11 weeks in this connection. Next 11 weeks in this connection. Oh my God. Oh my God. So self-care is going to be activated, their divine feminine energy within themselves, but they could be feeling and both of you could be feeling a little bit of, you know, low energy in the upcoming next 11 weeks. A little bit depleted, but going through a cleansing moment. Isolation, hermit mode. They're going to need to go in hermit mode to be able to reflect in a better way, but retreating to recharge. Fates, Wheel of Fortune. Literally, they're already going through a Wheel of Fortune. Karma cycles, divine intervention, and divine detours. I'm seeing that as divine intervention for sure. And love. Unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, 6 of Pentacles, and falling in love. Okay, let's get confirmed. Self-care. Structure. They're needing to put structure in their life right now. So, and both of you focusing on structures. Wants to build a foundation, balance, building, slow and steady, forming. Slow and steady wins the race. We're going to have to get that deck for you guys as well. Fate. Belief system. Anything that is happening with their Wheel of Fortune right now, confirmation to what I said before, has to do with their mind, the strength in their mind. But conditioning, expectations, conformity, evaluating long-held beliefs, awakening. Beautiful. Kisses and love. Oh, removing the fear and the illusions. Limitation, anxiety, comfort zone, overthinking, negative outlook, but releasing the negative outlook. Purging. Beautiful. Purging. By focusing on that unconditional love. So clearly this collective, biggest thing that, you know, this person needs right now is that energetic support right now. There's a reason why you guys are in that unconditional love as well, and so dedicated and in service with, literally with unconditional love towards the world, putting in that, you know, being the change that you want to see in the world, no matter who it is for. There's a reason why I said that. Your you're literally spiritual guidance, divine guidance, signs and synchronicities, but you're divinely guided through this process, and I do believe it. Both of you are. Alrighty. That was amazing, guys. Wow, this is a beautiful reading. I haven't had a reading like this in a while. All right, next 11 weeks, this connection. What is going on in the next 11? Oh my God, the compass. You guys got it. The true north, discovery, life path being activated, seeking truth, direction, finding their way, your way as well. Knowing where you're going and making a plan and exploring the unknown. You guys 2222. True north having to do with crossroads, making a decision. Travel could be on the near future, but their free will, their independence, an opportunity approaching. Oh, this didn't come out. All right. So we have road, we have the sunrise. So a happy beginning, a new day, darkest before dawn. Hope, clarity, the obstacles are being overcome. The problems are ending because they're seeing the opportunity, not the challenge. The torch, from dark to light, revolution. Wow, a lot of having to do with enlightenment and seeing the truth and clarity. So liberation, standing up for the truth. And it's so, and literally with that true, and this is what's being illuminating that whole path, that true north, that, you know, knowing where they need to go. And the crow, following the omens, but also certain memories, past life, a new event, but mystery, a new event or happening. They're being very observant, but they're being activated with seeing. This collective, you're already activated with seeing the signs and synchronicities. This person is really being activated with seeing the signs and synchronicities, but an omen. Maybe, you know, you've been seeing a lot of crows lately, or they've been seeing a lot of crows lately, but they're a clever problem solver. Not focused on the problem, focused on the solution. Beautiful. All right, compass. Oh, finally finding a true north from this yarn energy, from this complicated circumstances, from the conundrums, from the puzzling, the hassles, but also it's unraveling. Everything that is happening that is unraveling is actually leading them to that true north, you know, aspect in their mind, in their soul. Finding direction from the problems. Crossroads. Whoa. Oh. You got gears. So there's that the feeling weighed down, the having to go through that self-care. So maybe the one of the biggest crossroads for them is having to really focus on that isolation and focus on, you know, the inner work. This is about mice energy, the anxiety, the fear, the worry, but the fatigue is what I'm feeling with this. I feel like this person is going to be, you know, they're going to really go through it, but it's activating innovation, you know, smooth sailing energy, progress, you know, perfect timing as well, synchronicities. Everything that they're feeling right now, or they're going to be feeling in this crossroads energy in the next 11 weeks, it's divinely guided. It's so that they can find that. But yeah, I feel like anything they're going to be feeling in the next 11 weeks having to do with fatigue, I feel it's the universe kind of trying to activate that maintaining energy, that is it a permanent fixture in their life to be a problem solver or wallow in sadness? That's what I feel like they're being activated right now with this. But also what I said before, this collective, because of your mindset, your mind frame, your release, and also, you know, sending that energetic help as well, it's going to help them really find that direction. Sunrise and into this new beginning. Whoa. Beautiful. So this happy beginning, this problems ending, the bright future, the awakening, a fresh start with this collective and this comfort and this connection, celebration, traditions, refinement, illumination, elegance, enlightenment, refinement, the chandelier. This new day is being illuminated to them. It's actually it's going to give them that strength to really endure in this moment, in this mice energy, when they're at that crossroads. Torch. So what is being from dark to light has to do with their problem-solving energy, you know, standing up for their truth, you know, I'm seeing my King of Swords with that, you know, being very truth and trustworthy, being true and trustworthy, being very, you know, doing it by the book energy. But what they are forging ahead is, you know, justice with their mischievous energy, their scavenger energy. But they're adapting. I literally just noticed that you got 22-22 and 23-23 on the bottom. Big alignment. Big alignment. So I do believe that I'm seeing with this dark to light, it's that, you know when your eyes readjust from when you were in a very dark space into light space, but they take time to adjust. I'm seeing that. The crow. So what they're remembering is how independent they are, how they can do whatever they set their mind to, how you guys have gone through that as well. Keeping that vision, that Queen of Wands energy. So clever problem solving, keeping their calm and cool collected energy with this moose. This is also, and the moose for me is kind of like a little bit of that divine feminine energy in your stillness, you know, and trusting in your vision with that crow energy. But there's the attitude is everything, keeping a positive mindset with this. Very powerful. And you have the moose and the loons, and this is 9 and 10. Deeply committed, uncommon bonds, certain family bonds could be illuminated, also, you know, mended is what I'm hearing, but manifesting deepest desires with this crow energy, with their vision, you guys as well, but all in for what you love, reawaken lost hope. Wow. Wow. Very nice. And the clover, luck is on your side. Happy coincidence, unexpected rendezvous, good fortune with this, a reward, whatever was short-lived. You're about to start the next 11 weeks. I feel like you're really, I'm going to say it, I'm feeling union. I'm feeling union. All right, hold on. Before I get in. All right, I want to get 3 of these. Universal message, 3 of these. That didn't want to come out, so we're just not going to leave it there. Three. Whoa, I said 3. I said 3! What was that, though? We reincarnated together to clear specific patterns from our ancestral bloodline. Understanding what this journey is really about. All right, so my heart is opening to love and guiding me back to you. Yes. 241 could be an angel number that maybe you're seeing a lot, or 14th of the 2nd could be an important memory that you had with this person, or that has to do with your growth, or 24th of the 1st, or 12th of the 4th, or yeah. All right, growth. I've hurt you and I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me someday and understand I was reacting in fear. This collective, you understand that they were acting in their wounded energy, from their mask, from their protection. Another growth one. I need to be strong in who I am before I can merge my energy with yours in the 3D confirmation. They're going through self-appreciation mode. They're going through that self-love that you guys got with how you were feeling towards them. They're going through inner union. I'm afraid I could lose myself in this relationship. What was that? Oh God. We project our patterns onto each other, and this makes it difficult to see what is real and what is fear-based thinking. Feel this collective, you finally understood that. Let's get one last one to confirm this whole row, and then we'll get into. I'm looking for a way out of the situation so I can be free. I'm hearing comfort zone with that. All right, let's get these. Universal message for the connection with these. Not even going to see. I want to see them all after. Trying not to look. One more. All right. Inner conflict resolution. Both of you. 6. An awakening. Kundalini. You guys know what I say about that snake. Magnetism through gratitude. Beautiful. 31st of... Does June have 31 days? I think so, right? I think June has 31 days, right? Sacred boundaries. Maybe they're going through sacred boundaries as well. But, you know, keeping the boundaries within yourselves as well. Facing your fears. Both of you. You guys could be you guys could have found a key or see. I'm seeing 2 little keys for some reason. And victory. Victory is on the way for this collective and this connection for sure. Focusing on your inner truth. The prayers have been answered. That master manifestation I'm seeing. But, you know, that magician energy. 12th of the 7th. You're going through immense growth by seeing outside the box. And because you've been keeping trying, or because of that dedicated effort. One more. You're about to receive an unknown gift. Beautiful. You've been taming to attain. And this person is going through that taming to attain. It's so funny how literally I put that in kind of like a pyramid pyramid spread. All right. Next 11 weeks for this connection. Next 11 weeks. First one, balance. Adaptability. I see reciprocated emotion. I feel like this is what they're going to go through with that crossroads. Calculating, abrupt, critical energy, clouded vision. I want one more for that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, because of the grief and the sadness. Loss and mourning, emotional baggage. I feel like, again, they're gonna go through that Nine of Swords again. But I feel like it has to do with that. Hierophant, very good, but changing the status quo, thinking for themselves. There's a reason why I said they're going to go through that Nine of Swords again. It's like they're going to feel so much. It's going to be like, oh my God, I don't want to feel anymore. But they need to persist through it. There's a reason why I said before with this deck. That crossroads energy, it's that mice energy. When they're feeling exhausted, for them not to give up. Are they going to maintain, or are they gonna let those emotions really sink in and just, you know, put them down? You know what I mean? But you guys also could be, you know, going, maybe, remember, if you are currently going through certain emotional triggers right now, having to do with this as well, it could be that they resurface and actually makes you think. But I feel like for this collective, the biggest thing is, you know, keeping the same mindset as you are keeping now, as you're having now, you know, really reflecting on those wounds instead of letting them weigh you down as you're doing it right now. There's a reason why the universe is also, you know, really showing you through signs and showing you through your emotions, the endurance that you have and the strength that you have in your willpower to not be, you know, for that shadow not to come out. You know what I mean? Wow, you got world energy, completing a cycle, sense of belonging, accomplishments, integration, wholeness, fulfillment, and travel. And after that Hierophant, you have that Two of Wands. This is about an opportunity, getting ready, future planning, considering options and decisions, but charting a course. Alrighty. Two of Coins, balancing out their unpredictability, balancing out their lack of energy and their controlling issues. One more. King of Wands in reverse. Through the challenges, the external forces, karmic lessons. They're balancing out through the karmic lessons, and you guys as well. It's literally for that awakening. Another one. It's the big push that they need to become. One more. Yes, to take this new beginning. Yes, that's what I was feeling. I was gonna say Hierophant, but it's already here. It's being activated in them. They're starting to really, you know, own their power and really start to think for themselves and challenge the status quo, to have that alternate lifestyle and not care what other people think. You know, but, you know, really focus on their freedom. Beautiful. So this is being removed. This is being removed. It's beautiful. So literally the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing, is giving them that big push into taking that leap of faith. It's kind of like they're giving them that little nudge into, you know, going into the unknown, into taking this fool's journey. Beautiful. Beautiful. And also, you know, this new beginning with you guys as well. You both are going into the unknown because you both are going to be in different energies. You both are going to be, you know, even though you're on the same frequency, you both are going to be different energies in this renewed energy. Both of you are finding a balance by taking this leap of faith as well. Queen of Swords and Five of Cups. I feel this is literally what they're going through right now as well. Why do I feel like maybe it's not 11 weeks and it's less? But this is about the lost opportunities. I feel like they do wallow in sadness again, having to do with the lost opportunities and the chaos, and it really, you know, clouds their vision. I want one more. Because when I was shuffling, this literally came out this way. This was about harmony being restored. But I feel... Let's get one more. Yes, good things take time. You know, good things come to those who wait. Their perseverance in their self. They're making that long time, that really focus on that long-term view and not being impulsive and wanting it now. That's what I'm feeling with this. I feel like this energy, this emotion is going to be ignited within again, within them again, and even within you guys again. You know, I feel like patience is the biggest theme for this collective and this person. What I feel with this is biggest thing for this collective, you guys just focused on that long-term vision, you know, that bigger picture energy. They're ripening. They're needing to really mature this out. Literally mature it out to become this King of Coins. That is one of my husbands. King of Coins, Hierophant, and Emperor. They're my husbands. But the strong sense of self-worth, confirmation, this is all coming out of fear. They're needing to really sit in that patience, in that stillness, and believe and trust that this will happen when it's supposed to happen, that they're just needing to really, you know, just really work through their, I want to say traumas, but it's like work through their emotions to be able to keep them balanced with that Two of Coins energy. Hierophant. So what are they releasing? What are they changing their status quo with? You know, whatever was making them be in faking happiness or was keeping them in limbo. You know, they're finally thinking for themselves in the sense of following their heart is what I'm feeling. But this is what was putting that lack of direction, all of this. I want one more. Swept off your feet, so over the top, certain rendezvous, they're going to feel a little bit energetic. This is Knight of Wands. I'm not going to lie, if this person is a fire sign as well, you know, fire signs tend to be a little bit charismatic and a little bit, you know, not nonchalant, but I do believe they are coming in the right way, you know. I do feel like they finally find freedom and, you know, they get out of that conformity and of staying for the wrong reasons and really start following their heart and having the confidence in themselves with that rebellious energy, very Hierophant energy. I do feel like even though he is, and that's my marriage card as well, even though I do feel he's the leader, I do feel he is a little bit of a rebellious energy, you know. He really just, through his non-conforming energy, he really does put that, you know, he makes his own rules, is what I'm feeling. He makes his own rules in the right way, you know what I mean? But I do feel like this person is coming in with confidence with this. I want just one more. And also Sagittarius energy. And Taurus energy. Yes. So it could feel for this collective that you're going to feel disconnected. There could be, and you, by the way, you both got like, and you got it, both of you, in reverse. So there's something maybe, you know, it's kind of like starting to thinking for themselves to really turn it into that Hierophant upright and be that, you know, husband that I said. But I do believe that maybe this collective, there's a reason why I'm saying this. If there was dishonesty in the background, and we did get that with that Eight of Cups, dishonesty with self and others, and why they're staying for the wrong reasons, and how this was in limbo, and, you know, because maybe in the past they were very, you know, shameless flirt kind of energy, very charismatic and confident. I do feel that happens with my fire signs. I feel this collective, you could feel a little bit disconnected. There's something that they're not wanting to let you see yet, because I feel like the biggest thing is that you need to do is follow your intuition with your own emotions and with what decision you need to make. I do believe you make the right decision. You both are closing in a cycle. But you could feel like maybe this person is going to be holding certain secrets that came out with how you're feeling. You know, you guys got secrets, and what was the other one? I felt it was more of universal secrets that are going to be illuminated, but also you could, this collective, feel whenever this encounter does come in, you know, whenever this, you know, this offer of balance does come in, I feel like this collective, maybe you do intuitively feel that there are certain secrets that they're keeping, that there's missing information maybe. The biggest thing I'm feeling with that is mostly don't let your mind take over. Follow your intuition. You're going to feel like there may be, you know, keeping something from you, or there's something that they're not telling you, and maybe that's one of your triggers and one of the blocks that you need to overcome in that moment, having to do with your own trust. You're going to feel like they're withholding certain information, but I feel like that's mostly a trigger for this collective. And what I feel with this collective is mostly, you know, just believe in yourself and in your intuition. Your intuition is going to be on point with this. Don't let, you know, your shadow put you in this high priestess in reverse energy. Don't let your shadow, you know, put you in, you know, that, are they lying to me or are they saying the truth? You know what I mean? Want one more. One more for this high priestess. I feel like that's how you're going to be feeling. See, illuminated subconscious, literally. Emotional awareness. There's a moving on, a cycle completion having to do with you suppressing your high priestess energy, your intuition. Two of Wands. This is about an opportunity, getting ready, future planning, clear, charting a course. So there could be certain decisions. There could be a certain family feud having to do with this decision, but having to do with them taking this action as well, or even you guys taking this action. I am seeing financial gains with that, but I want one more. There is a storm brewing. Could be returning from travel in the next 11 weeks. But there's a slow healing having to do with certain family whatever this 10 of coins is, it's creating delays. One more. Hold on. Let me really clarify this. But luck is on your side with this. So there's keep a positive mindset is what I'm hearing with this. Don't let this external force or external obstacle weigh both of you down and, you know, actually putting you in indecision when this Two of Wands is already really there in that, you know, making the decision, considering the options. Truth and success. A big fat yes. There could be certain money concerns, but I'm really that really family feud is what's really sticking out to me, and I feel like that's what that storm is brewing. Maybe you will have certain family issues, or this person could have certain family issues. I'm feeling that maybe this collective, you're gonna have certain instability, or, you know, something having to do with delays and slow healing with this. But luck is on your side with this. Don't over focus on this. Just, you know, trust that the universe. This could come in a storm as well, is what I'm hearing. But biggest thing I'm hearing with this is don't overwork yourself with something that is external to you, even though it feels like it's not, because it's your own family, or even so with this person. World energy. You got the Lovers upright. Connections, relations, there's an alignment. There's a completion to start this new beginning. Duality, choices, love, openness, romance, alignment, harmony, union. There's a reason why I said I feel union. These next 11 weeks are pivotal for this collective. You're going to go through a lot of internal towers. And a lot of illusions are going to be, you know, your subconscious is going to be activated with certain illusions, and I feel like it's literally your shadow wanting to really keep you blocked. And you know, maybe the deception comes over, or maybe, you know, certain instability, you could be having certain dreams and anxiety comes over you. And I do feel it with this Five of Cups, this Queen of Swords, and this Five of Wands. This person is going to be consuming your energy, but let go of control, have fun, and just focus on, you know, the pinnacle of success energy. Don't be frozen in that Two of Swords. This is amazing, guys. Next 11 weeks is going to be, I don't want to say a bumpy ride, but it's going to be a ride. It's going to be a ride. Establish that clear vision. You're going through a pre-manifest period. Just saying. Alrighty. That was nice, guys. But, you know, good things come to those who wait. It's not going to be not easy, but, you know, it's not going to be, you know, so smooth sailing, because I feel like this person is going to be bombarded with life lessons and emotional lessons that maybe they've been avoiding for years in the next 11 weeks. And that's not long, by the way. Alrighty, let's confirm that. Let's get two. Whoa. One more. Alright, playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is a great healer. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond of our control. Confirmation. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. I feel like this for this person. I did hear isolation for them. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to focus on yourself. And soulmate on the bottom. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest in physical. That planning, that magician energy, remember? Alrighty, hold on. Let us confirm with these, and then we'll get charmies and dice. And I need to go. I need to go get ready, because I am going out with my best friend today, and I need to get changed. All right, so your hard work is paying off. Yes, new moon in Capricorn. Your dreams need a practical plan. And the answers you need are coming. Let's get one more to confirm that full row. Your person could be tall and slender. For some reason, at one point when I was waiting for one of the videos to save, I was staring at my candle, and I saw, like, you know, how I'm a scryer, so I can see images in the flame. And I saw someone tall and slender, like, literally approaching me. You and your loved ones are safe passage, but divinely protected is what I'm seeing with that. Just hold your vision, for sure. Hold your vision. Queen of Wands energy. All right, let's get charmies. Whoa, you have a lot. So we have initials W, T, T, and P. T, T, and P, and R. Sorry. W, T, T, P, and R. Smile and kisses, happiness and unconditional love. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Travel could be significant. You guys got my little suitcase, and this says New York, Paris, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Moscow, and London. Maybe you're going to some of those places. Dancing with yourself. Dancing is a cathartic exercise. Could be, you know, it's cathartic. Keep yourself in balance. Meditate and contemplate is what I'm feeling with this. Also, maybe if you do speak with this person, you know, within those 11 weeks, I do believe that you're going to have contact a couple of times within those 11 weeks with this person. Maybe, you know, they're really in that, you know, your teaching energy, you know, they're very in that your service energy. So really, but yeah, teaching them. But luck is on your side. You got the 4-leaf clover. Luck is on your side. You both hold the key to your hearts. You're both being granted keys. And what did I say before? Facing your fear. And the time has come, you guys got. But 1:55 could be an important time. Maybe that's when you get a text message or when they call you. But 1:55, time is ticking. All right. Important dates, birthdays, angel numbers you might be seeing. I need to look up. 10th of the 4th, 10th of the 1st, 11. 1st of the 1st, portal energy. 31st of... I was thinking of the 1st, if the 4th had 34. No, it has 30. But 30th of the 4th, 31st of the 8th, if it does have 31st of the 6th, if it does have, I can't remember. 31st of the 1st, 1st of the 2nd, 2nd of the 1st, 12th of the 6th, 12 of the 4th, 12 of the 8th. What does that say? 34 could be an important number. Maybe you just spent $34. 28th of the 2nd. What is this? Okay, 6 or 4. 28th, 22nd of the 8th, 22nd of the 6th, 88th, 8th of the 8th, also portal energy. 88, you could be seeing a lot. 66, you could be seeing a lot. 6 of the 6th as well. 2nd of the 2nd, 23rd of the 2nd. 222, unexpected miracles. 28th of the 2nd, 28th of the 6th, 28th of the 9th. No, I'm sorry, it's the 3rd. 86 could be an important year. 88 could be an important year. And yeah, I think that's done. And 3. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If this reading didn't resonate, I do have another one on TikTok. And this won't resonate with everybody at all. But yeah, I love you all. And I will see you all tomorrow. Mwah! Good work. I love you. Bye.